Today is a very, very special day for one of the gentlemen standing here that Coleman Anderson has helped to escort up to the, the house here. Today is the 75th anniversary of the Malmedy Massacre. And we are so honored today to have the only living survivor of that massacre here with us today, Mr. Harold Billow. He is a World War II veteran and the survivor of the massacre that took place on December 17th, 1944, as a member of Battery B, 285th Field Artillery Observation Battalion. Mr. Billow was riding in a convoy of jeeps and trucks en route to a Belgium town. A day earlier, the Germans had launched an attack known as the Battle of the Bulge, and this is the 75th anniversary of that attack. Moving out of Malmedy, the U.S. convoy reached a crossroad village, and they were suddenly attacked by tanks and half-tracks led by the aggressive Nazi colonel, Joachim Peiper. He was disarmed, and with both hands in the air, the GIs were herded into a field where Mr. Billow remembers two Germans setting up machine guns atop a tank. Then an officer rolled up in a staff car, drew his pistol, and started to shoot at the POWs. Then an officer yelled to command to the other two tanks, as Mr. Billow remembers. They opened fire where all the guys were standing. Mr. Billow recalls they were trying to kill everybody because they were not supposed to take any prisoners. Mr. Billow dropped to the ground and laid in the snow for what seemed like forever. He said, but the fact is, several hours, miraculously, about 40 of the 125 men actually escaped. Mr. Billow today is the only known survivor of this attack, of what referred to as the Malmedy Massacre. And actually, after being captured by the Germans, a year later, when he went to London, he was captured again by a British young lady who would be his wife. And if she was with us today, they would be married 74 years. Okay? But to acknowledge the sacrifice of his comrades every 4th of July, Memorial Day, and Veteran Days, and the front lawn of Mr. Billow's is decorated with 87 American flags representing each soldier who fell on that day. We're so honored to have him here and celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Malmedy Massacre. But also with him are quite a few of his family members who are seated here to the left side. Cheryl Billow, you could stand up, please, okay? And Joel Billow, Gwen Wagner, Chad Hordenwater, Emily Holdenwater, and the mayor of Mountjoy is Tim Bradley. Thank you all for being here, and let's have a rouse of applause, a standing ovation for Mr. Billow, please. Thank you.
Mr. Billow, thank you so much for your service on behalf of the United States of America in World War II. We are so honored. I haven't heard that kind of rouse of applause in some time. And we're an appreciative audience for one of our guests. You don't know how much it means to all of us that you're here today. It means so much to each and every one of us. We're all so touched. And to your beautiful family, thank you for coming and bringing this war hero with us. Mr. Chair, thank you so much for this, yes, wonderful presentation.